Welcome back to Team Fast Eddy and HPI Baja Tutorials.com. Today we're going to cover page number 15 in your Baja SS manual, which is building the servo saver. It's a pretty easy task. You do have to watch some of the directions of the parts, but we're going to go ahead and run through it fairly quickly here. The first thing that you're going to want to do is break out your bag B. At this point in all of the other tutorials, you should have used up all the parts that we had taken out of parts bag A, and now it's time to open up parts bag B. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up and dump everything out into our parts tray so we can easily find it. Inside parts bag B there are also a couple other little bags, and we're going to go ahead and open those up as well. Looks like my knife is starting to get dull. Open those up and dump them out. We have another bag in here that's got the bearings and the spring and whatnot. Okay, so we have all those opened up. Get everything spread out so we can see them. And we'll go from there. The other parts that you're going to need are located on your tree number 85414, and if you've been following along with our tutorials from the earlier ones, you should be able to find that real easily because we took some extra time to mark them. We're going to open this bag up. I do need to be careful with this bag because there are some parts that have fallen off the tree, and we want to make sure that we don't lose any of those and we get the trees back in the right bag. So the first parts on the step number 20 are calling for the 85416-4, which is actually located in the bag B, and that's the small little servo saver. And it's not on a tree, it's in the bag. So if you're driving yourself crazy looking for it, that's where it is. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. The other parts that we're going to need are 85414-1, 2, 3, and 5. Looks like one of them has come off, so we need 1, 2, 3, and 5. So we're going to look at our tree, and we're going to go ahead and take off part number 1. Part number 2 was already off the tree for me. Part number 3, and part number 5. Going to go ahead and put the tree back in the bag. Again, make sure nothing falls off, and if it does, that you put it back into the proper bag so that you can find it later. And we're going to go ahead and seal that up and file it back over with our bags. What I'm going to do now is simply go through like we have in all the other steps and clean off the parts of all the hanging tabs and use a file or a razor blade and clean everything up nice. And once we get that done, I'll be right back.